Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. We're playing Mandate of Heaven, and we are very close, actually, to forming Japan. Just a few more little daimyos to absorb. And meanwhile, we are colonizing, we are exploring, we are doing all the things like that. Yeah, just go wherever. I don't care anymore. I don't care. Explore whatever you feel like. Go where the mood suits you. We have a single cog over here. Okay, hold on. So Ming wants Diplo power, which is actually a little awkward, but not super bad. What's our trust at? 72 right now. Highly trustworthy. I'm actually thinking I'm going to say no for the Diplo power here, because we're still currently losing points, although we're losing fewer points now we finish one of these integrations. So we're going to head and do that, and we're going to do that. We've got, where's the rest of our cogs parked? Right over there. So let's go ahead and just group you up. We'll leave it up to 18 cogs. It's going to be okay. Random troops. Lingering Utnaboot. I think we're okay. We're well below our force limit, and actually we're below our naval force limit as well. But I think if we have money, we'll probably build some more. Oh, we got another core that we can do. There's a. They clearly had a territory, one province and a territory of theirs, but it happened to be in a state of ours, so that's quite nice. Everyone's still doing that. That's fine. We're annexing things. That's okay. I just hit a button because I was trying to give focus to the window. Hopefully I didn't accept anything weird by hitting that. That should be okay. Group up our cogs. Integrating Ito. Excellent. It's worth noting that while the 30% relationship penalty to my other daimyos does stack, the -3 Diplo rep does not. Like, see, they don't quite like me enough to become integrated anymore, but that's okay. We'll get there. Meanwhile, we're going to make sure that we continue to suck up over there. So we've got potentially some more troops kicking around. More conversions. Exploration finished. Let's keep that up. We do have our Inquisitor, so that's going a little bit faster, which is very nice. Explore. I guess Southwest Pacific Coast. That actually sounds kind of relevant to what we might want to expand to. So, if we can get some North American territory, I think that might be a good thing to get started on, especially before Australia is going to be waiting for us. There's no rush. I do have some units over there, but I really don't need to. In fact, I'm wondering about taking these back. Especially, oh, we've got a cannon there. I did not realize we parked a cannon there. What I think I'm going to do is park some troops here in preparation for something later on. So let's do it that way. Manpower growing, but we're not at our force limit, so it's not like we're sort of wasting manpower stuff over here. These annexations will go a little slower because, well, I mean, no, our Diplo rep's still positive, so that's not too bad. Exploration went well. Click, 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 go. Yeah, I don't know. I suspect we won't be able to do the circumnavigate the globe right now. That war is still going on. They're getting a little bit cranky that my condottieri aren't really doing anything right now. But I don't care. I'm going to keep the land because I already cored it. You'll be part of me later on anyway. Workshop, political refugees. Right, this is one province. We get the boost. If I do this, I'm going to take the legitimacy. That's going to be quite nice. That is what I want. Diplomats have arrived. I think that war ended. Heishi taking a bunch of territory from Yeren, which should end the condottieri. Apparently it hasn't yet, which I'm a little confused by. Maybe because you've got rebellion still going on. Well, I'm not going to go and help. You can go and cancel the condottieri, that's fine. Even if it ruins a relationship or does anything like that. I have no idea if that's a thing, but it might be. What is... You're part of the Canton trade node. It actually wouldn't be terrible to have a little bit of power there, potentially. Again, you want Diplo power. We really don't have a whole lot of it. I'm going to tank our trust a little bit more. Ask for something else, buddy. Ask something else, we might be able to make it work out. Now, I have my one and only mission was remove Brunei from the map. What is... First of all, do you still have any allies? No, you don't. That's us, right? No, that's not us. Stop. Stop the game. Stop doing things. There we go. Our truce for 3 more years. Integration. Done. Tea imports. I want tea imports. Actually, I want to grow my own. We're going to go ahead and get the mercantilism boost, which sounds good. Annex to Mago, getting some of our diplomats back. You are going to be sucking up to our subject countries some more. These are royal marriages. I'm actually going to do it from my point of view here. Diplomacy. Royal marriages. Kind of annoying that I can't just right-click or do things from here. Oh, let me do this and this. There we go. Royal marriage. Come on. There you go. Hard to right-click on some of these guys. Royal marriage. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And... Are those it? Are those the last two? No, there's three. Who's the last one? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, now I see. Now I see. 1, 2, 3. You're being annexed, though. Yeah. So there'll only be 2 left. That's really good. So these are not relevant. You can go away. Annex troops here and here. Let's bring you together, and then we can cart you off somewhere. There's no reason I would want this fort here. So let's do that. And if we go and take a look at our military screen, we have 3 actual forts, including one right over here, which I don't think has to exist. So we're going to cancel that, leaving the 2 on the border of Ming. And I like that. Quality ivory. Well, we're already capped on prestige. Can't do much more. Got a little bit of power projection because we completed 2 of these goals, and that's about it. Conversions, done, done, done. Natives, yep, that's all fine. Ming, making demands and stuff, that's all right. Gotta say yes sometimes. So you're spreading the love over here. But this, I mean, we're spreading really fast now. We've got a lot of positive modifiers kicking in. Really good. And we're going to get some more in a couple of levels worth of expansion. We are focused on admin, which is good. And don't get me wrong, unlocking more manufacturers, actually, that would be a lot of money. Because we do have textiles, although I think it probably is worth getting faster colonists. It makes such a big difference. So huge. We're about to annex 1 more. Let's just let that finish and then figure out where we're going to be from there. Bam. Integration. All right, so that's you. So you can go and join up over here as well. No one else had any navies active. We could buy some more ships, and we may want to. We're up to 80% in Nippon. We really don't need any more here. Again, piracy in Beijing may be the way to go. You're too far. Yeah. Once we settle over here, then we'll have a presence in the California trade node. And that's actually going to be really, really, really nice. So what are the possible outputs here? Girin, Mexico, Mississippi River. Okay, so it's the other trade node down here that goes directly to my trade node. But possession of the Girin trade node starts to have value. And we do have a little bit of land. We actually have 37% of the trade power here. And everyone wants to pull all the trade down this way, which is really good. So getting more of a trade presence in here has a lot of value. Are there any important centers of trade in here? No. But there's a lot of places I could decide to just colonize up here. Or I could war against these guys, which is likely to happen at some point. It'd be nice to take Yaren for ourselves before someone else eats them, for example. But I think for now we're okay. I don't think we'll spend it quite yet. We're all right. So just out of whatever, these guys... yeah, are like way Haiti on the annex vassals, which is fine. We do get an extra merchant here, and I don't think there's no reason to hit this button. Like, I don't think there's no reason. I know, double negative kind of thing, but I think I should hit the button is what I'm trying to say. The +1 merchant isn't that helpful. I think that's why I said it that way. It's because it's not so much that there's a reason to hit that button, because right now the +1 merchant is of dubious value to us. But getting to the next step is going to be really good. So, I mean, I could randomly collect trade somewhere, but I don't have any power. I mean, I could collect trade in Beijing, but unless I send all my fleets here, and even then, I don't think I can really get any dominant power. 188. How much can I get over here? You know, I actually do have a surprising number of ships. Most of my trade power is from the land. Maybe we will attempt to collect trade over here. This is not really ideal. But if we do that... and if we tell our ships not to pirate, but to actually protect trade in the Beijing trade node. Just to give us influence. Let's see what this does. We'll have to wait a month. I mean, 15 ducats is what we were earning in trade. I think I checked that, like, still in the same month where I made this, but it's possible I didn't. 15.2, although it's not actually giving us trade power here yet. We do have minus 40 here. Collect trade, not in main city, that's true. But that is a huge upgrade. I should have done that ages ago. Ooh, very nice. So we're earning about 7 gold out of here. 7.19 gold in this trade node. Now, things might change as there's more ships, but you want military power. I'm going to say yes, because we've said no a few times. This, I think, really incentivizes us to build a lot more light ships as well, though. There we go. So I'm going to spend all my money on some light ships over there, because getting more trade power here is really paying off. And the ships will make a pretty big difference, so I like that. All right. Triple colonies still underway. Indeed. Native assimilation, very handy. So they're all sort of in the mid lines. We still have to kill Brunei, but that's 2 more years. Ask for money, administrative aid, diplomatic aid. Or we could say no and just take prestige. I think I'm going to ask for administrative aid because I really want to get to this. Hopefully they say yes. They might say no, and that's very embarrassing, but we're going to try. We're still focused there. Indeed we are. We've got one too many leaders, which sort of sucks, and I don't know if I should just dismiss my general. You know what? I think I will, actually. Stop a second. Broken promises. Okay, that's disappointing. So we're going to hate each other a little bit more. They're going to want gold. Yeah, you know what? He's a pretty good general, and this hurts a little bit, but we don't really war that much. Let's do this. We'll save some military power. I probably should have done that a while ago, but that's okay. We don't have any diplomats doing anything, because there's not really anything to suck up to. I could arbitrarily suck up to nearby nations. You know, suck up to some outraged ones. Suck up to people who are threatening. I don't know if any of them are, other than Ming. Here, let's keep it like that. Exploration. Do. And you... Wait, why did you stop? Okay, I think they auto-stop maybe when they're trying to enter into territory, so I've got to be ready to keep whacking that button again. That's the second time my conquistador has stopped exploring. Oh, I think he just did it again. With no actual message. That's not good. Ethiopia's got civil war. Well, bad for them. Hey, more population. Excellent. Let me just check real quick. Any buttons I should be hitting? No. That would bring you up to 85. That's too much. We've got to wait. Advancement of the clergy and the recruit inquisitors are throwing us off a bit. Oh, the Bushi don't have enough land. I should look into that, actually. And also, I can purchase a new ability. I mean, we can keep getting prestige from our missionary work. It's probably fine to pick that up. Although, you know what? I like the blockade. I don't know if that's how relevant it's going to be in the near future, but I like it. Is that over here? So the Bushi want a little bit of land. Given this, it's quite a powerful province, though. Might make them too powerful. Right, because I've been integrating people. That's what's going on here. Okay. Oh, and you're not actually in a state, so let's hold off on that. This... It's weighted a little bit more towards Diplo, but that's okay. I mean, unless there's another one. No. That's going to be fine, because that should bring you, yeah, just a little above 10%. So you'll be happy with that. Alright, I like it. So, colonies, diplomats are all, no, 2 are idle. So we're sucking up to, oh, the Ottomans! Hey, actually, that's fine. So the Ming want a bunch of gold. I'm going to say no. Colonial enthusiasm going away sort of sucks. That's okay. So weapons manufacturers, do I have any? I do, and there's some big money to be had there. I think a thing to focus on might be to get the weapons manufactories. I mean, or I could build another type of building sooner to make money. I don't know what the value is. But the weapon manufacturers actually do give us more goods, so that does give us a double dip possibility when it comes to like trade and things. So maybe we'll just go ahead and prioritize the manufactories, because I think, yeah, the benefit from it is a little hidden. Because if we look here, right, if we go and build, yeah, it's local goods produced, and unlike what I was saying before with the production efficiency, you do get the double dip from there. Convert some more. Okay. I mean, I guess I may as well for now. Here. I'm sucking up to various threatening countries. Because who knows when we might need some friends. We have no allies whatsoever right now. Maybe we can get the Ottomans on our side? Okay. This is one province I could tank their tax and manpower, and they get autonomy. But I get some loyalty, which is nice. We could just crush these guys, or lose stability. Well, we're going to go and say, give them more local autonomy. That's going to be fine. It's not a big problem to have that happening in one province. Traveling monk? That's so expensive! I don't like losing admin power, but that's too much money, and I really want to develop my economy a little bit more. Military leader has left us. Wait, which one was that? That's my conquistador actually died. No. Yes. First of he stops all the time, and I think he's about to enter another native province, so I think that might stop him again. And there's no pop-up. Ming wants to hire condottieri. You know, no, I'm not going to bother. I don't even want to fake it. We are not going to hire you. You're too expensive and cost too much admin. Okay, so I'm allowed to walk through here. Why can I walk through this province but not these? What's the difference between them? South American duchy rank. South American duchy rank. Yeah, what's the difference? Relationship? No, it's about the same. Well, whatever. As long as you keep moving, I'll be okay. All right. We're going to take admin. Yes, absolutely. So it feels like there's not a whole lot going on. I mean, there are things I could do to shake things up, but it doesn't feel like it makes much sense. Brunei and separatists are going to be the next people to start uprising. So I think what makes a lot of sense here. All right, seriously, you still have condottieri? Kind of like... I have no diplomats to send. It's kind of funny. You know what? Hold on. No, I'll change my mind. I'm just going to take these guys and send them over to... Now, there's a lot of possibility for unrest. I'll just send you here. That's going to be good enough. And then we'll have to stomp whatever spawns. And that's okay. Oh, there we go. We actually got to see the uprising in real time here. That's going to be fine, though. There was really very little threat. Now, if I'm making a lot of money, and I'm making a decent amount of money, I could go and start colonizing more places more faster. You want 101 gold. I'm going to tell you no. I now have 600 gold in the bank. I'm going to go and put down our first manufactory in Bison over here. Weapons manufactory. It's going to add 0.28 gold, which is quite a lot. Ooh. Fine. Ichigo. Ichigo. So we're going to get... Oh... So maybe Japan started with no gold, but there's events that can trigger and give us more. So, I mean, we're getting more and more inflation here. Our balance is insane right now. It's amazing. Maybe I could give Ming some more money. That's one of the reasons the decisions and things like that are charging us so much for the events, is because we're making so much income. So they're like, well, it's because it's all based as a percentage of that. There we are. Let's do that. Although, if something hits us and we have to take out a loan, it will be a huge loan. Okay, more exploration finished. I would very much like it if we could get all the manufacturers up. So I might actually go and sit more on that. You are a naive enthusiast, so we're not going to improve relations as much. That's too bad. But yeah, our colonization is going to kick in a lot more when we do get the next expansion idea. And then we might really be incentivized to run above our limit for colonies. Oh, so this is an event that's going to move us towards open or closed. This gives us a permanent 2 manpower. This gives us 50 admin, but I got to go for the permanent 2 manpower. Moves us towards more open, which keeps technologies cheap, so that sounds like a good idea. Oh, our army reformer died. Let's get the discipline guy, which is good and a little cheaper. Although we could afford more expensive dudes now. We'll have to consider something like that. Okay, you're being attacked over here, but you're still moving. You're still moving. They're about to stop with the condottieri, I think. Exploration finished. Let's send some more. We're nearly done, but it feels like it's going to be so slow to move through Terra Incognita that if we were to just do a circumnavigate now, I'm pretty sure they would just be lost. Move out there. Suck up some more people who might be threats. More exploration. We're nearly done. There we go. Although we'll do probably one more coast after that sea. But then I think that'll be it. New World Colonies has expired. Well, we're going to want to redo that. Drop their influence. They got some civil war in Heishi going on now. So, New World Charter for more global settler increase. Please and thank you. Okay. No, I mean, it's good. It's not, again, without war, it's not exciting, I guess, but it's very good. Very important. How are our vassals here? Yeah, they still... We're going to have to wait. The annex vassal thing times out. We don't have to wait for it to burn off. It will time out at some point. It's only +1 per time we accept. Wow. Yeah, we'll send them the points. For now. We got to stay good enough that we're one of their... subsidiaries? Not subsidiaries. What are we? Oh, here. Tributaries. That's the word. I didn't want to say subjects, but that's what I was thinking with subsidiaries. Subjects plus tributary put together. Let's split you in half so you don't get attrition quite so badly. Oh, and perfect. We're going to take faster colonists over here for +10 global settler increase. Huge, huge boost. Huge boost. So good, in fact, that I am definitely going to... I want this one to keep going. Right here. I'm going to recall you and send you here instead. Although I will need some extra dudes for this, won't I? There you go. Send. Okay, so now we're going to be doing 4 colonies at a time. But only the 4th one will be the extra expensive. So that one finished. I wanted to do it that way so I'd remember to send the colonists as soon as that actually did pop. So that's way over here. This one just finished, so now we can get some proper adjacency things. These are still crap provinces. Oh. Really? This is a standalone island. Huh. $113 ducats. We can tech up on Diplo, which I'm definitely going to do at this point. More global settler increase is actually huge. We can upgrade a bunch of our ships too, which might not be a bad idea. Yeah, I have to wait for the colonists to finish. I have to re-kickstart you, which is so very, very annoying. We'll never find another city of gold at this point. Okay, you're gonna fight, and then... Oh, no, you restarted. Okay. Got that. We've got some money. Again, I think what I'd like to do is keep going with the manufactories. I'll do Sagami. The others are not quite worth it because of high... Presumably because of high... whatever. Autonomy. Words are hard. Let's move over here. So you still don't have any friends, right? Yeah, we're going to finish you off. We've got a mission to do this, so sorry, bro. But that's the way it's going to be. Whoa! We're no longer the tributary of Ming. which might mean they're prepping to attack us. Let's take a look at this. Ming has 0 manpower, which is interesting. Okay, their force limit is 267. They don't have that many going on right now, but their force limit is 267. Ours is not that high. They also are going to always be quite good on their tech and ideas. We don't have any... There we go. We did instantly become a great power. We gained the Take Mandate of Heaven CB against Ming. Now, that would be really nice. So, yeah, we are now a great power. In fact, we are the 2nd great power in the world. Now that we're not a tributary of Ming. 2nd great power in the world. Is there anything we want to do with our great power status? We can take on foreign debt. We could influence nations to suck up to them. We can do this. We can do this. Ming. You don't have any actual allies. Am I seriously sticking up to France? Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to find some allies. There's no rivals. It's really annoying. Maybe Ayutthaya, though. Only Tech 9. I mean, sort of just someone to, like, divert Ming's attention if shit were to start, is what we're looking for. Are you still doing rebel busting here? No. Well, I'm going to have to move some troops over to Korea. We'll also have to go up to our force limit there. I do, however, want to just finish this, because we've got a mission for it. No reason not to. Just go and shatter these people. Good job. Detach. Come over here. Okay. What's this? Oh. Right, that's okay. We can leave them there for now. I don't know why they're not canceling the deal. They're still paying us, right? They're still paying us. So there's no reason to cancel the condottieri at this point. So apparently, despite what I said, I should do it more often because it's apparently really dumb and easy to abuse. I don't know. You're ferrying some troops over. Good. Excellent. Keep that up. Rebel uprising is being threatened in Brunei, where we actually do still have some troops over here. That's right. We might just turn that on for now, so that they'll go and step on someone the second it starts to be a problem. That's going to be okay. We are still selling you out, so we're going to get 4 colonies going on in just a moment. Alright, Ming, this might be a little early. You're a tributary. Everyone's going to be a tributary of Ming. Like, everyone. So if I'm going to have any helpers, it's going to be from outside of that. The problem is if they... I don't know. We're at war. Yes, that's true. We are. We'll see what we can do. We'll let this finish. I don't have a cannon here or anything like that to help out. I mean, it's only a capital fort, so it's going to go pretty quick. But still. I mean, Ming's not literally necessarily going to instantly declare war on me, but it certainly feels that way. You know what? I'm going to assume we can make do with 4 of these to guard these stations now. I suspect that's very much true. We are below our force limit, so let's go ahead and buff this out a bit. There we go, 100. There's our force limit. They cancel the condottieri. They expect to do some more fighting. Our reputation's been tarnished, making new offers more difficult for 15 years. Okay. Yeah, so not freely exploitable. That's okay. Okay, I was going to say, why do you still have the flag? But they don't anymore, so that's okay. We're going to park you next door, in fact. I wonder if they're pissed because of me doing trade things over here. But we're getting some serious money from this. Damn, man. Damn, man. That is really good. Let's go and... just because of attrition, stuff like that, we'll go and take someone out of there. 4 colonies? 4 colonies. We could probably afford a 5th, but I think the return on investment, like, I don't think it would be worthwhile. There's really diminishing returns because the cost per extra colony above your colonist goes up, like, exponentially? Geometrically? I don't know, one of those. And therefore, it becomes a lot less valuable, especially at this stage of the game, where, in fact, we can do really good things with money. really good things, like build up our military, or in fact, set up our economy in a more stable way by adding buildings to places that are state cores, as opposed to we're just creating a lot of a territory stuff right now. And with the 75% autonomy, we don't really get a lot of value from that land. It is worth noting that you only get about half the autonomy penalty applied to trade power stuff, so it's still a good way to develop trade power. But we may, in fact, want to focus more on colonial nations at this point, because they can get their own states, which means we get in a slightly better situation. Let's transfer you over. That won't take very long. Oh, we got some dudes over here, too. Let's shuffle you over. Next military is going to kick in soon. We're at 0. The next one's incredibly important as well. Are they already on the tech level 12? Not yet. But, I mean, almost certainly they're not going to be far behind. The siege is over, so that brings us to 100%. So we're going to go ahead and just eat you and take all your money and say yes there. Completing this mission to remove Brunei from the map. We'll core you. Colonize Sampit. Form alliance with Ming. Now, that's interesting. I like this mission. Form alliance with Ming. Just out of curiosity. Minus 1,000 due to trust. So, yeah, the trust was broken from saying no too many times. I'm going to take the mission to colonize Sampit, which is going to be quite good. I'm going to get some troops over there soon. I guess, you know what I can do is what? I guess I'm going to move you here, because we're going to do this first. We're going to figure things out later and do that. Do I want to do rebel busting? Actually, I have to keep some troops over here because there's going to be some rebels popping up in Brunei. Rivals. We can only pick Ming. Huh. Second rank great power. I mean, I don't want to become a tribute to them again. The question is it worth allying them in any way, just to keep them passive for now? I don't know. I'm going to have to give that some think. I'm just going to have to give them some think. If we can fix the trust thing somehow and maybe become allied, we can still be a great power. And then we can keep just playing our expansion game. We're going to, colonize a whole bunch. We're going to have incredible amounts of money. And at some point, hopefully we can challenge them, except for the fact that their tech is always going to be insanity. But I really... Ooh, they're at 100 here. They've passed everything. Which might be... Well, no, they've passed everything here, and then they've got decrees. So I don't know. We could become the Celestial Emperor. And wouldn't that be nice? So do we rival them? They don't have any allies. If we were to fight them, I don't think we fight the tributaries. I'm just, you know what, tell you what, I'm going to fast forward here until this guy returns. And we're going to verify that. Yeah. We have great relations. We have a royal marriage for now, although if I just, rival them, then that would end, and then I could embargo them, they'd embargo me back. Would they declare, and how bad would that be? I don't know. We'll have to figure out next time. Thanks for watching. See you then.